Hi there, this is AniBusiness with your friend Simeon. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a while, but I hope I meet all of you well. Well, not to waste our time, just as we used to do, I come back with another refreshing video. And in this very video, we're going to be talking about Landrace versus Largewhite, or Largewhite versus Landrace. So, what do we have to know about the two breeds? Why are they so important? Which one should we go for? Which one should we start with? For those who usually call me on WhatsApp to ask which one they should choose between the Largewhite and Landrace, here is a very good video that analyzes, or rather give you details of both breed. If you understand one or two things from the video, you will be able at least to make the right choice. Both breed are good, but we are going to talk about them briefly. What is the first thing you ought to know about Largewhite and Landrace? Number one is recognition. How to recognize the two. So your Largewhites are usually not that long. They grow big, they have white skin, white legs, white mouths, no spot, especially if you are dealing with pure one. But if they have been crossed before, of course they may likely have patches. If crossed with Duroc, they will have orange or light brown color on them, or deep brown color on them. If they are crossed with Hampshire or Yorkshire, they will likely have black color attached to the white color on their body. So if they are crossed with Landrace, there will be a bit of differences. Their ear might rather not go up, not bend forward. It might go sided, like one side like this. So the difference just goes like that. But to recognize a purebred Largewhite, their ear usually goes up straight. Even if it bent, it will point forward, but it will not flop. They usually come in white color, plain white, no spots, no dots. Same goes to your Landrace. Your Landrace comes in pure white color, no patches, no spots on them, white. But their own ears bend forward and also flop. If their ears bend forward, it will not flop, like just something floppy that is not stable. And they are a bit lengthy than that of Largewhite. They are a little bit stretched. When I mean stretched, which means they are a little bit longer than that of Largewhite. For example, if Largewhite is around 3 feet long, the mature one, the Landrace might have around 3.5 or 3.3 feet long. So they're a little bit stretched. That is how you can easily recognize both Largewhite and Landrace. Number two, maturity stage. What are their maturity stage? Both Largewhite and Landrace, let me say pig, generally grew to maturity in 6 months. You should understand that both Largewhite, both Landrace, once they give birth to them, you calculate from day one till they clock their 6th month. So they will become mature enough either to cross, to deliver, or to do whatever. But like I always explain, it's better you leave them till the 7th or 8th month before you cross them. They will be fully mature and give you a good product at that time. Especially, let their first heat go. The second to third heat, you can cross them anytime. Number three, what is their gestation period? Their gestation period lasts for a period of 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days. Yes, approximately. I might have made mistakes sometimes ago and told you it's around 4 months. I'm sorry. They usually 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days they will deliver. Let me just say approximately 4 months your pig will deliver to you and you have babies at the farm. So both Largewhite and Landrace, they have the same gestation period. That is a period at which they take in pregnancy, carry pregnancy until the point of delivery. Number four, birth rate, or let me say number of piglets. Numbers of piglets that they are going to deliver to you. So both Largewhite and Landrace will give you approximately nothing less than 7, 8 to around that 14 piglets at a time. the more they get mature at your farm, if they are highly prolific in nature. So they will give you that level of piglet. However, Landrace tends to produce more compared to that of Largewhite. Largewhite may likely give you around that 10, 12, but Landrace can go as far as 12, 13, 14. But both of them are highly prolific in nature, especially if you get a better one, not the one that are locally crossed, that appears like Largewhite, that they will be giving you 6'5", 6'5". Those ones are not prolific in nature. You should look for those that can give you at least average of 7, 8. So they can grow as far as giving you 14, 13, 10 at a time. So that is that about the two. Number 5, their surviving rate. What is their surviving rate? About the two. Remember, we are talking about Largewhite and Landrace. How about their surviving rate? Landrace can't really survive a very harsh weather. Landrace, it's not like they will not adapt. They will adapt, but they have problem with adaptability. If the environment is not that cool for them enough, they find it very harsh to survive in. But your Largewhite can survive whatever condition they find themselves in. So when it comes to surviving rates, Largewhite is a little bit better compared to that of Landrace, but both of them can survive to some extent. But the extent at which Largewhite will go, Landrace may not get up to that level. So that is that about the two. So number 6, how about their ruggedness? Again, both of them are rugged. Both of them are strong. But like I said before, Largewhite survive hard condition, difficult condition, harsh condition compared to that of Landrace. The same way they are more rugged than that of Landrace. For example, if you are taking them to a very long distance, in a matter of time, your Landrace can just decide to sleep and start breathing anyhow. But your Largewhite can still rough it, rugged it to some point before they get tired. So when it comes to ruggedness, of course, both of them are rugged. They can survive, but in this aspect also, your Largewhite can also be stronger than that of Landrace. So it could be maybe during dry season, you will see your Landrace panting, breathing anyhow, especially if there is no water, fresh water for them to dip their body in. You are not giving them fresh water to cool off. The environment is not cool. Inside your pen there is heat there. Your Landrace might decide to be panting, especially if they get pregnant. But before your Largewhite can go through or rather experience that or rather start processing that kind of thing in their body system, it might take a while. So that is that about the number 6. Number 7, mothering ability. The ability at which they care for their babies. So mothering ability. Between Largewhite and Landrace, which one of them pampers baby, take care of baby more than each other? When it comes to this aspect, your Landrace pampers babies, cares for their babies more than Largewhite. Largewhite are a little bit harsh, but both of them both take care of their offspring, especially if they are coming from a parent that raise their babies, their offspring very, very well, their piglet very, very well. They will also do well when they deliver their own child. It's just like the gene that is flowing within them, the mentality that is flowing within them, so they will always keep it intact. If peradventure the mentality they have right from their mother or what their mother passes across to them isn't good enough, they are always paranoid, always aggressive, both of them may likely not take care of their offspring very, very well. If you are seeing a situation whereby your Largewhite or your Landrace start devouring the piglet they deliver to you at the farm, like start eating them up, then if you try it first, you try it second time, and it is still the same result, I will advise you sell them off and get something better. Because right from their own race, from their own generation, like from their own family, from their own blood, that is how it has been running in them, and they cannot change. So you can work towards that. When it comes to mothering or caring ability, the Landrace does more than that of Largewhite. Largewhite are a little bit aggressive, but Landrace will pamper their baby, take care of their baby very well. Number 8, what is the cost of raising both? The cost of raising both Largewhite and Landrace. In a nutshell, both of them goes the same way. Approximately, let me say, in between 80 to 100,000 should be able to raise one. At all, if we are going to talk about the money you pay workers, the money for medication, everything involved, at least you shouldn't be spending more than 80 to 120,000 naira on one single pig currently in Nigeria, due to rising of feed, especially PKC is becoming gold in Nigeria now. In some areas, they sell PKC at 250 naira, in some places 220 naira, in some places 200 naira, in some places 300 naira, respectively, in Nigeria. So the cost of PKC is increasing. So the more the cost of PKC is increasing, other ingredients too still have their own cost on them. And when it comes to pig farming, we don't consider the cost of buying those pig, it is the cost of raising. And cost of raising has to do with feed that we buy. It is the feed that we buy that determines how much we are going to spend on each pig at the farm. So let me just say, within 80 to 120,000 naira should be enough to raise one single pig in Nigeria of today. But however, research made me understand that Landrace tend to eat more than that of Largewhite. To some extent, Landrace eats more than Largewhite. So if that is in place, then you should understand you might likely spend extra money on Landrace, probably around 5,000 or 10,000 naira. The difference is not that much. Both of them at least need the same amount of capital to raise them. Number 9, purchasing cost. How much do they sell Landrace? How much do they sell Largewhite in Nigeria of today? If you are getting pure breed of Largewhite or Landrace, to me, it is the same amount. Of course, it is the same amount. But their sizes matters. We have the winners of 2 months, approximately at least between 6 weeks to 2 months. Some people would have weaned their piglets. And we have growers of around 2 months going to 3 months, or 3 months plus a week or some weeks. Growers, then we have the ready to mate in between 4 to 6 months. Those ones are available. Then we have the adult around 6 months upward. So the price for the young ones starts from around that 70 or 80,000 naira in some areas, down to 150,000 naira, depending on the pedigree you are buying. That is depending on how pure they are. There are some Largewhites that doesn't have patches or spots on them that are also Largewhites, but like they are our local Largewhites in Nigeria. They will grow, but they take more time to grow. Of course, the cost of buying them is cheaper compared to that of imported one, or rather, let me say that of exotic or pure breed. So when it comes to the cost of buying them, pedigree matters a lot. The gene flowing in them matters a lot. The source you are getting matters a lot. So for the babies, the cost is around 80,000 naira to around 150,000 naira per young one. Then when it comes to adult, some sell around 150, 200, 250, 300 naira respectively. However, some people tend to sell the male in a different amount, sell the female in a different amount. The way each and every one of us sell our market in Nigeria or in every farms are different. So understand that so that you can get the right information about the two. Number 10, reproduction cost, or let me just say maintenance cost. Maintenance cost or reproduction cost is all about how to take care of them when they are going through pregnancy. When it comes to the two, the cost is almost the same thing, because both of them are both cheaper to raise in Nigeria, okay, compared to any other breed of pig. We are not talking about local pig here. If we are talking about local, even local pig will cost you more than this particular exotic one. Why? Because if it's going to take your Largewhite or your Landrace, which are pure breed, 6 months to give you around that 70 kilo, all right, it may likely take your local breed 10 to 12 months before they give you that 70 kilo. So, and you will go extra mile to feed them, to spend on them before you'll be able to achieve that number of kilo. So that is that. So when it comes to boats, the costs are almost the same. But you know, like I said, Landrace can't survive harsh weather. So in some instance, you might likely need more maintenance, or rather more cost on that of Landrace before they deliver to you. I just say for in some instance, not applicable to every situation or to every Landrace you have at the farm. But sometimes, because Landrace can survive high weather, or rather harsh environment, you may likely need more cares, more maintenance on them compared to that of Largewhite. You know, like I said, Largewhite are rugged. Number 11, which is not the least but the last I'm going to talk about, is their feed conversion rates. That is FCR, right? When it comes to feed conversion rates, you should think of feeding less, getting more results. But if you are feeding high to get the same results, you are doing it wrongly. Feed conversion rate has to do with the amount of weight they are gaining in a day per the feed you are giving them. For example, you give the adult pig 3 kg in a day, a single day. How many kg is expected from that pig as per growth and the weight in a day? Maybe that pig, as out of yesterday, the pig is 50 kilo. Today, you now give the pig probably 3 kg of feed as an adult pig, all right? How many kg do you expect that pig to give you in return? That is what FCR is all about, all right? I gave you 3 kg. So give me number of kg in return, because this is business, all right? So in some instance, if you now give them 3 kg, maybe you should be expecting something like 1 kg, 1.5 or 2 kg from the feed provided to that pig. I give you this feed that I'm giving you. At least I want you to convert this feed to something reasonable and give me 1.5 or 2 kg in return as a body weight. So in this situation now, Landrace and Largewhite, both of them convert feed very well, but Landrace tends to convert feed better than that of Largewhite. That is why if you have a good feed at the farm, if you have a very good formula at the farm and you are giving it to your Landrace and your Largewhite, you will see that your Landrace will grow faster, better compared to that of Landrace. I am not disputing the fact that your Largewhite won't grow. They will grow, but if you check them very well, your Landrace might be leading with few number of kilo, either 2, 3 or 4, because their body system have good feed conversion rates. They convert feed better than that of Largewhite. For example, if you are giving them good formula, good feed, and you are giving them more than enough in a day, at least both of them should at least give you around that 0.5 kilo to 2.5 kilo in a day, depending on how good your formula or rather your feed is. And don't forget, your feed conversion rate, your FCR, has a lot to do with some factors. If your pig are not growing even after giving them very good feed at the farm, don't forget that your FCR have some factors that might likely cause your pig not to grow. This we will discuss in another video, and you should check back later. I will upload factors affecting the FCR when it comes to feed conversion rate in pigs. So that is that about the video. My name is Simeon O. James. Don't forget to like my video. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to drop a comment if you like them. These things help me better. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.